Good evening everybody, myself Vishwendra, the founder of Optimal Success Trajectory. Today I shall talk to you about projectile motion, which is a 2D motion. 2D motion means two of the coordinates specifying its position in space changes with time, while the third one remains unchanged. So you can take two coordinates as xy, yz or xz. In general case, we assume that motion is taking place in xy plane, so x and y coordinates are changing with respect to time. That's what we refer to as the projectile motion. There are certain parameters related to the projectile motion. So let's look into the things with proper perspectives. So let's suppose that I project a projectile from point A with an initial speed u, making an angle theta with the x-axis. It follows a parabolic path and finally reaches to C. So this point is A, this point is B, and this point is C. So I define certain parameters over here. The first thing is time taken from point A to point B. It's equal to u sin theta by g. It can be written as ui upon ay, and it is equal to the time taken by the projectile to reach from B to C. Here it should be C. So time taken from B to C. In this case, we have assumed there is no air friction. In that case, the two times are equal. If air friction is there, then time taken from A to B will be less than time taken from B to C, because friction opposes speed, opposes velocity. So during the journey from A to B, velocity will be upward, so gravity will be downward, and force due to air friction will also be downward. So it will deaccelerate at a larger rate. While when it moves from B to C, the velocity is downward, so the air friction will apply a force in upward direction. Gravity will be downward, so less resistive force will be there. So time will increase. That's the simple logic for that. We define capital T, which is called the time of flight. It is equal to 2u sin theta by g, which is twice the time taken from A to B. Then we define the maximum height h, which is u square sin square theta by 2g. It can be written as uy square by twice of ay. Then we have the horizontal range, the distance AC. It is u square sin 2 theta by g, which can be written in another way as twice ux uy by g. The ratio of s by r is tan theta by 4, and the relation between y and x is y is equal to ax minus bx square. Here range is a upon b, and the maximum height is a square by 4. You can verify these by putting the values. So u is the initial speed, theta is angle of projection, TAB is time of ascent, TB to C is the time of descent, capital T is time of flight, capital H is maximum height, R is horizontal range, ux is initial speed along x-axis, uy initial speed along y-axis, ay acceleration along y-axis, x is instantaneous x coordinate, and y is instantaneous y coordinate. So this is information related to the projectile motion. Whatever you do learn, you also must retrieve that in the way that I have shown you. In fact, in a better way. We always should look for betterment, for updations. So I am able to retrieve this information in the way that you have seen, because I have followed a certain process. The set of processes basically. The first thing is a silent mind, second is idea, third is information, and fourth is calculation. Whatever you want to learn, make sure that the first step is you are into a silent state of mind, which Albert Einstein referred to as the state of learning. Learning is human mind learns itself. But until and unless we are confused, we are struggling with thoughts, we are not clear, we are not focused, we can't learn. So the first step is a silent mind. Make your mind silent. Silent and curiosity are the only two things needed to learn anything. If you are silent internally and you are curious to know, you will know the secrets of entire universe. Thank you and have a nice day.